The first power we received as believers was not a power to have, it was a power to become. In John chapter 1 from verse 11, he said he came unto his own knew him not. He came into the world, although the world was made by him, he said the world received him not. So he said, as many as received him, to them he gave the power to become the sons of God. And so when God really wants to do something lasting in your life, he doesn't just give to you, he makes you. When he spoke to the disciples at the first instance of their meeting, he said, follow me and I will make you. He didn't say I will give to you, I will make you. It's possible to assign men to them, but he preferred to make them fishers of men. And even when he left, they continued and they took this word by storm because they were made. Every Christian and every believer should have the capacity to wield the power of God. If you don't have the ability to wield the power of God, you will be a slave of spirits. I know a lot of people love intelligence and intellectualism. That is beautiful. But you see, the moment Adam fell, our realm became open to spirits. If Adam did not fall, the only spirit that would have had legitimate access into the realm would have been God and would have been in safety. Because Jeremiah 29:11 says, I know the thoughts that I think towards you. They are thoughts of good and not of evil, to give you a hope and a future. So if God were to be the only spirit who had the legal access to the earth realm, would have been safe. But unfortunately, when Adam fell, other spirits gained access to the earth, and none of those spirits operate like God. Jesus was speaking in John chapter 10 verse 10, and he said, the devil cometh not but for to kill, to steal, and to destroy. So some of the spirits that came, their agenda is to kill you, is to steal from you, and is to destroy you. So you need a kind of power to be able to stand against the forces of darkness that is launched against men. And when spirits become involved, your brain will never be enough. This is the limitation of intellectualism, that when the spirit comes into the equation, the brain is dwarfed. This is why a witch, young girl of 10 years, can concoct a mystery that will discomfit a professor, and not just a casual professor, a neuro professor, a professor of the brain. A young girl of 10 years, if she comes out of the water with powers, she can speak, and the car of a professor will somersault and he will die. Because as far as the realms are concerned, the spirit realm is ancient and older than the natural realm. And so whatever you acquire in the natural realm can be subjugated by anything that comes from the spirit realm. And so in addition to training, which is very important, in fact, training refines you, and everyone needs to be trained. It is in training that character formation is ensured. People who don't have training are not supposed to be partakers of what we will share tonight, because power rests on character. If there's no character, power will be abused. Jesus used 30 years to build character and 3 years to demonstrate power. Every 1 year for power required 10 years of character. To show you how important character is. The reason we have trouble in our world today is because lawless men are talking from the corridors of power. Maybe when next I come here, I will tell you some of my stories and experience in Southern Africa. The last time I visited Botswana, I saw strange things. I saw a man who was supposed to be an elder, but what I saw, I knew that eldership in the spirit has nothing to do with age, because there are many wolves in sheep clothing. They hide behind the altar, but they are criminals. But today is not the day for stories. I will tell you stories another day. But the point I'm making is, training is important, but if all you have is character, you can't affect your world. Because even though Jesus had character for 30 years, nobody knew him. He couldn't advance God's agenda on the face of the earth until power came. So the complete combination is power and character. There are those who advocate for character without power. That's wrong. And there are those who advocate for power without character. That is also wrong. There must be a balance between character and power. Are we together? Every spiritual thing you see happen is deliberately orchestrated. It's something that can be repeated, because it's not a fluke. God does not just do things by luck and chance. Everything you see happening is a definite reality in the spirit, and it can be replicated anywhere, anytime, if you understand the patterns. And so I said, if spirits are involved, your intelligence will fail you. You can be a professor, but you can be underrated in the corridor of spirits, because their realm is superior to the physical realm. And so even Jesus, after training his disciples for 3.5 years, he told them, please don't run into the world with lecture notes. In Luke 24:49, he said, tarry in Jerusalem until you are endued with power from on high. There are many people who run out with certificates from Bible school. I schooled in this Bible school. You may get validation with men, but power is deeper than that. Power is deeper. You can manipulate man of God by talking sweet, and man of God can put hand on your shoulder and snap. You will enlarge it and put in your office. It's called honor. It's good, but there's no power there. If a demon comes, it will hit you. You will hit the picture will break first. You need power, and you need raw power. Because even the disciples of Jesus needed power. He said, wait until you are endued with power. The world you are going into, you are not only going to meet men, you are going to meet spirits. And these spirits, they are creatures of power, and they have a very structured order. They are not random, they are not haphazard. There is an organized system in the spirit realm, ranking system. If you don't know how to confront them and to discomfit them, even though you are my disciple, you will be a slave. Even after Jesus resurrected, he still admonished them, wait. In Acts 1:8, not many days from now, you shall receive the Holy Ghost. And remember, there are many things the Holy Ghost brings. The Holy Ghost is electrical power. The screen you are seeing is electrical power. If we plug iron here and there is heat, it's still electrical power. Power has the ability to be converted into different dimensions. And so Jesus taught us that one of the requisite requirements for advancing his agenda on the earth is power. And so every believer must know how to wield the power of God. Some people are hoping that God will take them away from their enemies. That day will not come. The Bible said the light shines in darkness. God does not remove the light from darkness. The light dominates the darkness. He said, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. So God is not about to hide you from your enemies, but you will reign in their presence. However, for that to happen, you must have power, and you must know how to wield that power.